Tell them what this is.
Did you get them all, Bart?
Are we ready? You need to get everybody back in Zoom. There they are.
Oh, man, they did.
All right, we're back in session. I need a motion from the commission to come out of executive session and to give affidavit that we only talked about the subject at hand. So moved.
I move that we come out of, I move that we come out of executive session and testify that we did only discuss matters that pertain to this case.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Can I get a roll call?
Chairman Braley?
Yes.
Commissioner Briers?
Aye.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Tonino?
Aye.
So I guess with the discussion that we've had, the Planning and Zoning Commission does not feel 100% comfortable with passing this recommendation on to the council without everything completely done, with the T's crossed and I dotted. Did I get that one right? With everything done in accordance to what the city engineer says, what the comments that we've had before, that even Wyatt has noticed that, yes, easement E is labeled wrong. So I'm going to ask the commission to table this until the next meeting or until such comments can be made. Can I have that motion, please?
Due to the fact that there are several issues, i.e. elevations, Lot 17 easement, easement E, and several others that Samantha will give a detailed list that need correction prior to sending to the village council. I move that we table this issue until next meeting or as soon as. Just move.
We have a motion to table. Do I hear a second? Nobody?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to table this issue. Can I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Braley?
Yes.
Commissioner Briers?
Aye.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Tonino?
No.
And Commissioner Collier?
I think it's still a majority. So it's 3-1 that we table this, so the motion passes. Sam, did you have some other information you wanted to share?
I just wanted some clarification. Were you all looking for off-site traffic and drainage information to be provided?
No. Not me.
Like I said, I looked over the drainage information, and if David says that he's good with it after the engineer did it, I'm okay with drainage. I do know there was questions in the past about standpipes and how much water a standpipe could handle and all that kind of stuff, but if everybody has reviewed it, drainage is okay. However, that drainage pond, based upon a comment, fencing might need to be required, so we need to look at that depending on the slopes going into that lot, 12 it is, if it requires a fence or not. So what else, Sam?
Were you requesting the applicant provide traffic studies?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're done with this until it comes back off the table. So I thank everybody for attendance. More to come later. There will be a notification, of course, when the next version of this comes along. And we'll go on to the next item, which is community development reports. Sam?
Thank you, Chairman. We have contracted with Site Southwest to rewrite our Chapter 54 code. As we can see from today's meeting, we have several inconsistencies that are going to need to be worked out throughout this year-long process. Coming up next Tuesday during the Village Council meeting, they will be having a public hearing in relation to the Metropolitan Redevelopment Area Plan. After the plan has had final input from the public, they will adopt a resolution designating the boundary. And that boundary is, once again, from the Y at Highway 70 to the Circle of Upper Canyon. That boundary will help us with not only bringing in more housing, as well as redevelopment of blighted areas and vacant properties. The second resolution will be to adopt the plan, and the plan describes current conditions and funding opportunities, and how this Metropolitan Redevelopment Area Plan can help improve the Sudworth corridor.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so we had our roundabout, which is no longer being considered a roundabout. It's more of a high T or intersection improvements there near the new hospital. We had a public meeting and it went well. We got some good comments. Some stakeholders were present, property owners, and they were able to provide feedback to Bohannon Houston, so we can then take that plan and provide it to DOT and search for funding. And we have the expansion going on of Village Hall, so everybody out of the Community Development Department is relocated in other areas of Village Hall. And so hopefully our end will be completed by May, and then we'll be back over there. But it's going to be great because the front end of Village Hall will now be a customer service one-stop shop for getting your permitting. So we're gonna have street cut permits out of there. We'll have sewer tap permits, in addition to what we already offer with the building permits, banner permits, business licenses, and short-term rentals, just all the various departments, instead of people having to chase the permits all over town. So hopefully it'll be more convenient for everybody, so.
Are we allowed to go into Village Hall right now?
We're still closed to the public, but if you need to meet with staff by appointment, they'll make accommodations to meet with the public. That's all I have, Chairman.
We're in the yellow. I mean, come on.
We are in the yellow, so keep getting tested. Go out. If you see the vans, stop by. It's quick, painless, and keeps us open, so. It's an oral swab,
Oh,
free to you.
Now we have a one-shot vaccine.
there's a one-shot one now?
Yeah.
It was approved this weekend.
By Johnson & Johnson?
Commissioner comments, anybody? I guess I have one, since Adam's here, I'm going to put him on the spot. So a lot of these,
Can we ask questions about this?
a lot of these things that we, I guess, have come before us, I always have the question about traffic. You know, how does that affect traffic? Do you have a TIA? Do you have any of this kind of stuff? And from everything that I've seen in reports there's always no issue. At what point is, like a 17-lot subdivision, is that a point where we're concerned about traffic flow or a commercial operation right next to a signal? Is that something that you need to make that recommendation that needs more study? Because I always bring it up and the comments always, no issue. So I guess I'm kind of looking at a threshold where it is an issue.
Commissioner Burley, one of the things that we look at, like you said, for an in and out traffic study or a commercial next to a signal, that's one of the, one of the things I look at and Josh Long looks at during our development review process, we actually go out there and do a study saying, hey, okay, with Cody Thetford, is it going to be an issue getting emergency vehicles out of here? If there's a fire, if cars are coming out, can we get emergency vehicles back in there? So I would say, I don't know at what point,
Right.
it's kind of a gray area, but I think if everybody, all the powers that be, I guess you could say, the, emergency services and stuff are good with it.
Right.
They feel that they can get their emergency vehicles in there. I can get my vehicles in there. Jerry with solid waste can get
Okay.
through there. I think we're in a good place.
Okay, I know one, Mr. Starr, right there on the corner of Cree and Meacham. I made the recommendation to amend the approval process to include a permit through the state. So they're going through the process of approval for the state, and they're shaking their head like, why is there even a question? We can't have commercial access back and forth right next to the light. And I just wonder how much of that, I guess, traffic study needs to be, I guess, pawned off to the DOT, so to speak. So we may be the bad guy on the Star development because
Yes, you are.
I know that I made the motion to be the bad guy, so.
You sure did.
But I hope he's going to be able to access and manage what we're going to be asking him for. But anyway, I just had to put you on the spot. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Okay. Any other commissioners? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Do we need one?
No, we can stay here all night if you'd like.
A motion to adjourn.
A motion is second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody on Zoom and Facebook and whatever it is, YouTube, right? Thank you for coming.